Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video, and today it is Movie Monday, so it's all about movies. So currently what I've got planned is at the end of the month I have a ranking of the Infinity Saga. Now it is taking me a while, there is 23 movies and I'm watching one per day. I am currently at 4 at the moment, so can't wait to watch Thor today. Oh bloody hell. There, I can breathe. But so I thought, why not continue with my Blu Ray collection. So we're on to part 2, so it will be this shelf here. There are 2 films I did forget to mention at the top of this one, but I'll continue that with this second shelf. So I do hope you enjoyed this video, and let's just get straight into it. So let's get into my collection video. So starting with my C's, I have Captain Marvel. Quite a good film. Not one of my favourites of the MCU, which you'll find out at the end of the month, but it's decent. Then I have the Captain America 3 movie collection. So this has Captain America the First Avenger, Captain America Winter Soldier, and Captain America Civil War. I absolutely love the Captain America series. With the collection videos, because I'm watching the Infinity Saga, I'm turning them that way, so I know which ones I've gone through. I'm weird. Just get with the program. Next one is the Chucky Complete 7 movie collection. So this has Child's Play 2, Child's Play 3, Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky, Curse of Chucky, and Cult of Chucky. I am thinking about doing this in October for a ranking video. It's either that or Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm not 100% sure which I'm going to do yet. But I absolutely love this series. Apart from Seed of Chucky, that was just beyond weird. And I don't know why it is a thing. Next one is Charlie's Angels double pack. So the original one with Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore, and Lucy Liu. So this has got the first one, and it's got Charlie's Angels Full Throttle. I absolutely love these movies. These movies always make me laugh, and they are such amazing girls. Next one is a Jim Carrey favourite of mine. I absolutely love this film. It's such a weird and random film, but I absolutely love it, and that is The Cable Guy. If you haven't watched it, I definitely do recommend it. Next one is Central Intelligence. I absolutely love Central Intelligence. It is so funny. I think The Rock and Kevin Hart should definitely do more films together. They are definitely a good pair. Next one is one I have watched, but it's still in its wrapping. I don't know why, but it is Coyote Ugly. I absolutely loved this film growing up. I think I actually rewatched this like last year. I might have to rewatch it again. Next one is, well, next and last one, shall I say, is Coco. I actually didn't know if I was going to like this film or not, but I actually really did enjoy it. I don't think there's a Pixar film that I don't like, but then who knows. Maybe when I rewatch Disney Pixar I might find out. But that is all my C's, and now on to my D's. As you will see on these shelves, well, on this shelf, I don't have like so many of one letter. So like on my top shelf I had a lot of A's and a lot of B's. This one's kind of like, this goes from like C to like the beginning of G. So, but let's get back into it. So for my D's I have Dark Crystal. I actually got recommended to watch this by a friend because I'd watched Labyrinth, and it's actually really good. It's really creepy as well, so if you like good and creepy, definitely recommend it. Next one is really random. I don't really know why I picked it up, but you know, I picked it up. And that is the Doctor Who movie. I absolutely loved Doctor Who growing up, especially David Tennant. David Tennant's my favourite Doctor of all time. You cannot beat David Tennant. If you have not watched Doctor Who, I definitely recommend watching David Tennant's series. Matt Smith's series as well, actually. Matt Smith did a pretty good job. After that I kind of lost passion for the programme, but I still watch the David Tennant ones when they come on telly. The next one is a trilogy book adaptation set, and that is, oh, have I not watched this one? I mean, I've seen the movie but not watched it unwrapped. And that is the Divergent series. So I have Divergent, Insurgent, and Allegiant. I think there was supposed to be a 4th one, but I think because this one didn't do so well in the cinema, I think they cancelled it. I think it was began with A. I can't remember what it was. I'll have to find out. This is a movie I actually haven't watched yet. Might do a review for this because it's got James Franco in it and Dave Franco and Seth Rogen. I do like them. And that is The Disaster Artist. Do let me know down below if this is any good, and I might do a review for it because this is the first film on my shelf where I haven't actually seen it. So might do a review for that. Next one is a film that did make me cry but I absolutely love, and I need to get the sequel for it on Blu-ray, and that is A Dog's Purpose. If you love dogs, if you like sad, funny films, this is definitely one I recommend. Next one is a sequel to one of my favourite Jim Carrey films, and that is Dumber and Dumber 2. I remember this is the first film I saw in the cinema by myself. Usually I went with friends and family and stuff, but I was like, you know what, shouldn't be too scared to go by myself, so figured why not make it Dumber and Dumber 2. I actually really loved Dumber and Dumber 2. I know some people didn't, but I did. Next one is kind of like Captain Marvel. I liked it, but not as much as others, and that is Doctor Strange. It was okay. I think I might need to rewatch it, give it a second watch just to see if I do, which I'm going to have to. But yeah, it's one of Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel are like okay-ish for me anyway. Next two though, I absolutely love this man. This man is hilarious. Ryan Reynolds was born for this role, and honestly it makes me laugh. I'm worried about number 3 though, because 20th Century Fox got brought out by Disney. Disney might have more control over the film, so they might make it less him, if you know what I mean, and that is Deadpool. So Deadpool and Deadpool 2. I absolutely love these movies. I didn't get to see, did I get to see the first one in the cinema? I did get to see the first one in the cinema, and I also got to see the second one, so when the third one comes out I'm definitely going to see it in the cinema. And now we're on to the E's, which I only have a couple of. So I've decided to combine E and F together because I only have 2 E's and only a handful of F's. So I figured why not put them together. So my 2 E's, the first one I have is Everest. I remember going to see this in the cinema with my dad when my mum and sister went to go and see Fall Out Boy. And I actually really enjoyed it. I don't usually like based on true story stuff because usually it just makes me more terrified of my stuff to be fiction. But no, I actually really like this film. I do need to give it another watch at some point, but I definitely do recommend it if you like your based on true story films. Next one is a Disney classic that I feel was underrated but has now become a cult classic, and that is The Emperor's New Groove. I don't have Krunk's New Groove. I don't know why I don't, but I'm sure I'll get it at some point. Now we're on to the F's, which one of my favourite films are in the F. So I'm going to leave them last, actually, my favourites. There we go. So my next 2 F's are Harry Potter themed, and that is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them and Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. Grindelwald. Oh god, I'm so sorry if I disappoint people because I can't pronounce it. I have watched this one in complete full and I actually really enjoyed it. I've only seen this one in parts. I do definitely need to give this a full watch through. And who knows, maybe I might do a Harry Potter ranking if it's requested. Or if I feel like doing it. Next 2 are 2 Disney Pixar classics and 2 of my favourites actually. Finding Nemo and Finding Dory. I wish I could have seen Finding Nemo in cinema, but there you go. At the time I didn't. But I did get to see Finding Dory in the cinema and I'm glad I did. I absolutely love Dory. Sometimes I feel like I am Dory. Like, I do forget stuff, like, a lot. Like, a lot. And now it's time for my favourite movies. This is one of the films that actually made me fall in love with vampire movies. Sorry, I've got itchy chin. Yeah, this is one of the films that actually got me to love vampire movies. It's from the 80s. It's also one of my favourites as well. I managed to get the sequel on Blu-ray. It is a Spanish cover though, like as in like the picture and the words are in Spanish, but the film is actually in English. So yeah, so I have, I can't pick them up. The Fright Night set. So I have the original Fright Night, which includes the You're So Cool Brewster documentary, which I definitely recommend watching if you love the original Fright Night. I then have Fright Night 2. So like I said, it is a Spanish cover, but it is in English. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. Didn't mind Fright Night 2, wasn't as good as the first, but I still liked it. And then of course the Fright Night remake, which I did get to see in the cinema, and I'm glad I did. And it actually weren't too bad, and I do like the cameo they did in the movie. I'm not gonna say what cameo it is, just in case people do decide they want to watch it. And now we're on to my last little section here, so the beginning of my G's. Okay, so we're now into the final set of DVDs on the shelf, and that is the beginning of my G's, because I do have my films in alphabetical order. I feel like it's a lot more organised that way. I'm going to see how I get on with this organisation. Knowing me, I'll probably change my mind, but we'll go with it. So the first one I have is the Ghostbusters remake. I did own the first two on DVD, but I have no clue where they've gone. So I might just have to get the other two on Blu-ray. I keep meaning to get them on Blu-ray anyway, because I do love the original. But yeah, I actually didn't mind this film. Not as good as the original, obviously. For me, I think originals are always better than remakes. I don't think there's ever been a remake I've loved more than the original. But I didn't mind it. It was quite funny. I must admit, I did see it in the cinema as well, which I'm quite happy about. Next one is one that I actually watched at home on Sky Movies, and then I enjoyed it so much that I picked it up, and that is Girls Trip. Definitely recommend it for a girly movie night. If you want a good comedy, definitely recommend this one. Next one is it DreamWorks? I don't think it's DreamWorks. No, there's no specific company. Okay, that's fine. That is Romeo and Juliet and Sherlock Gnomes. I actually prefer Romeo and Juliet over Sherlock Gnomes, but I do prefer it when I have all the movies together, because I feel like if I don't have them all, then it doesn't feel right. Saying that though, when I get to the bottom shelf, there's a couple I'm missing of some, but we'll go with it. We'll go with it. What order should I do these in? I think I'll do them in that order. We'll leave them in this order. So I've saved my favourite G's till last. First one is The Greatest Showman. My friends and my family know that I am obsessed with this film. I absolutely love the film. I love the music. I loved Zac Efron. I loved Hugh Jackman. And I just loved all the cast. The costumes were amazing. I definitely recommend watching this film if you want to get into musicals, or if you just like Zac Efron and Hugh Jackman. Definitely such a good film, and definitely one I'll be watching for God knows how long. The next set I have here is a 3-set, and it's actually my first ever musical I ever watched. I might do a blog post or a video of the films that made me fall in love with certain genres. But yeah, so it is Grease. So this box set includes Grease, Grease 2, and the Grease Live special they did. Was it last couple of years ago? Oh god, how long ago was it? Oh my god, I can't remember. I feel like it was either last year or the year before. But I absolutely loved the first Grease movie. Second one I actually didn't mind, weren't too bad. One song on there I cannot listen to though, because it's just so bad, and that's Reproduction. And then the Grease Live, which I didn't think they did too bad. I've noticed they've done a lot of live musicals now, so they've done Hairspray, they've done Rocky Horror, they've done Grease, so it'll be quite nice to see what else they do. And then saving my final two for last, I absolutely love these movies. The first one, you can watch at Christmas because it is based around Christmas, but you can watch it any time, and the same with the second one, and that is Gremlins and Gremlins 2 The New Batch. Sorry the lighting's changed, the sun's kind of gone away now. But yeah, I absolutely love Gremlins, and I love Gremlins 2. I was obsessed with Gremlins growing up. My favourite character is Gizmo. I absolutely love Gizmo, and basically Stitch and Gizmo are my absolute favourite cute little people ever. Like, I absolutely love them little faces. I mean, who doesn't like Gizmo? I mean, look at that little face. Look at the little face. It's so cute. But yeah, I actually didn't mind. Like, I actually loved Gremlins 2. Like, usually with a sequel, I'm like, it's okay. But with this one, which is a very rare occasion that I really like sequels, And I must admit, I do miss the fact that on the VHS you got a different middle bit in the film, because there's a part where the gremlins take over the film and they just like make shadow puppets, and then it goes into, if you have the VHS, it goes into Looney Tunes, but if you have the Blu-ray, which is what I've got, or the DVD, it goes to Hulk Hogan in the cinema, which was funny, I must admit, but I think because I grew up with the other one, with the VHS one, it was quite sad not to see it in there. I haven't actually watched the Blu-ray, so I don't know, it might be on the special features, who knows. But yeah, so that is my second shelf of DVDs. We have quite a lot to go through, so I do hope you enjoy. Yeah, so that's another part done. I don't know what else I can say. I do own quite a lot of movies. I've got quite a lot underneath my bed in boxes. I've still got half a stack of Blu-rays on this end. I've got all my DVDs up there. I've got my TV collection over there. So I thought, why not share my movie passion and show my movie collection off as well. So I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button down below underneath the video. And I will see you in my next video. Bye! Starting off, I have my C's. And so the first one I have is Captain Marvel. Cat just sneezed on me. Cat, why'd you sneeze on me? Go away, shoo. Shoo. It's too hot for this shit. Go away. Sit there. Thank you. Here comes Riley. Bless me. Hi, Riley. What are you doing, buddy? You're not sitting on my lap. I've got bare legs today. You're not sitting on my lap. No.